Welcome to Yoga Fusion Boxing Day edition. I thought since we couldn't have class yesterday because of the holiday, it might be good to have it today because if you're like me, you didn't get a lot of exercise yesterday, so we'll do it today. This is probably going to be our last Yoga Fusion on Facebook as we're moving our classes to Zoom. So our next Yoga Fusion class will be on Zoom on Friday, January the 8th, I believe. There should be a sign-up appearing on the club calendar in the next few days. This time next week, next Saturday at 10, we'll be having a toning and abs class on Zoom. 10 o'clock Saturdays is going to be the schedule for that. So hope you can join us for that as well. In Yoga Fusion, we warm up, go through some flow to build some heat, get the metabolism ramped up a little bit. Then we're going to grab a couple of weights and do 3 blocks of a modified high-intensity training. I'm going to be using a heavier weight for the first block and 2 lighter weights for the other 2 blocks. Just grab whatever you've got, because in Yoga Fusion, it's less about the weight, more about the form and maintaining that good yoga posture as we go along. If you don't have any weights, just follow along the poses. You're still getting the yoga. All right. Starting today in Sukhasana in our easy seated pose. We can ground it from side to side, rocking on our sits bones, equalizing the pressure, stacking the spine tall, drawing the abs in, lifting the sternum, pressing up to the crown of the head, and then sliding the shoulder blades down the back as though you could slide those shoulder blades into your back hip pockets. Also sliding the sacrum down, lengthening the lower back, slightly tilting the pelvis under, finding that nice tall seated posture. Let's bring our fingertips down. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to press down. Lifting up, turning our thumbs back. Pressing down, turning our thumbs forward. Trying to keep our shoulders packed down the whole time so we're not shrugging as we do this. We're just raising the arms and pressing. Let's bring the fingertips back down. Let's make some little half circles now around the body, warming up the spine. Bring our hands to our knees. Let's lift the chest into a seated cow pose as we inhale. Exhaling, we can scoop into a seated cat pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rising up, let's sweep the right hand behind the back. You can put your knuckles down, you can put your heel of your hand down here. Press yourself up nice and tall. Sit up tall. Bring the left hand to the right thigh. Inhale, stack that spine. Exhale, taking our gentle twist to the right, just warming up, so not too hard. Coming back through center, sweeping the left hand behind. Right hand to left thigh. Inhaling nice and tall. Exhaling, taking our twist. Back to center. Let's bring the soles of our feet together, profound angle pose, stacking the spine, lifting the chest, pressing forward. Easy, easy, easy. Let's come back up, roll onto our hands and knees. Planting knees under hips, planting wrists under shoulders. Always the option to make fists for wrists here. Taking our cat-cow here, inhaling, lifting chest and tailbone, looking forward of the mat. Exhaling, scooping our abs in at our knees. Working in a range that is comfortable for you. That range may increase as you go along. Warming it up. Coming back to neutral, sliding the right foot back, curling the toes under. And rock on the ball of the foot. You can float that right foot across the left foot. We'll press the right hip out and rock diagonally here. And we can float that right leg straight out behind us. Let's flex the foot, really press back very actively through the heel. The leg is active, the knee is extended. Extending the left arm forward. We need a spinal balance. Just hold here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, scooping the abs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, lengthen. For 3, for 2, for 1. Coming back down to our hands and knees. Now this time sliding the left foot back, curling the toes under. We can rock, loosening up the calf and the ankle. And we can float that foot across the right foot, pressing the left hip out, rocking diagonally. We can float that left leg back, pressing back through the heel, extending right arm forward. Stay here for 2 or 3 breaths. Spinal balance. Try to work from the core, engaging the core to create stability all the way up to your fingertips and toes. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. For 3, for 2, for 1. Come back down to hands and knees. Bring our big toes together and open our knees wide. Sinking our hips back to our heels, coming into our first child's pose. We can slide our fingertips forward and float the forehead down toward the mat. Let's focus on sinking our hips back to our heels and gently tractioning our spine. Let's lift back up to hands and knees. And inhale, the right arm into the air. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, thread the needle, reach right on through. We're going to drop that right shoulder down if we can and rest the right temple. We can press into the left hand to deepen our twist, or we can slide that left arm forward to open the side body more. Couple of breaths. Now bringing the left hand back under the left shoulder. Let's inhale and lift back up, extending the arm up. Exhale back down to the mat. Other side. Inhaling the left arm into the air. Exhaling under. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling under. Next time we'll inhale to lift. We'll exhale to thread the needle. Coming all the way through, dropping the shoulder, dropping the temple. Either pressing into the hand or sliding the hand forward. Couple of breaths here. Bring that right hand back under. Inhale, raise the left arm up. Exhale back down to hands and knees. Sit back in child's pose. Let's begin to build a little flow here, and I'm going to give you options. So if you want to stay without going too far into the chaturangas and all that, that's fine. We're going to start with child's pose to kneeling plank and then build up from there. But you can always stay just flowing back and forth between child's pose and kneeling plank if that feels better to you. So from child's pose, inhale, lifting to kneeling plank, straightening hips, engaging core. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, lift to kneeling plank. Exhale, sink back. You can stay with this if you want to. You can add on. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale, chaturanga, kneeling. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back. If you choose the chaturanga option, we're not going to lower our shoulders any lower than our elbows. Press up and back. We'll have an option later in our hit portion to do the same exercise, just the chaturanga part of it, if you want to do this part. All right, again, you can stay with either of those two levels, just the kneeling plank or just the chaturanga. Or with me, we'll inhale kneeling plank. We'll exhale all the way down to the mat this time. We'll inhale, baby cobra, lifting shoulders, head, upper chest. On the exhale, we'll engage the core first, and then float the hips up and back, making our way back down to child's pose. So whatever level you want to work at is great. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale, chaturanga to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, float the hips, engage the core. We engage the core before we float the hips to help protect the lower back. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Float it back. All right. Whatever that is good for you, you can stay with if you want to. I'm going to do a couple of downward facing dogs to high plank and chaturanga for those who'd like to go up to that level. That's fine. It's purely optional. No reason to do it if you don't want to. No reason to do it if it bothers your shoulders or your wrists, for example. Find whatever options work for you. If you want to come into downward facing dog, we're going to ground our palms. All the knuckles of the palms are grounded, fingers are spread, middle finger pointing forward. Press into your fingertips. Curling toes under. We're going to float the hips up and back. Sinking the heels toward the floor, pressing the chest toward the thighs. Really grounding into the hands. Letting the shoulder blades still slide toward those back hip pockets. Let's inhale to our plank variation. Exhale back to down dog or child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga if you want to. If you're doing high plank, we're not going to go all the way down. Inhale, we'll come up to upward facing dog if we're in high plank. Sliding shoulders back and down. Exhale, engage the abs, float those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. One more time for those who want it. Inhale, plank variation. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, float back. Downward facing dog or child's pose. If you're in downward facing dog, come down to your knees, come back to child's. We'll all meet in child's pose. We can slide our hands in and come to a seated position. Catching our breath, let's rise. Let's do a warrior flow, incorporating warrior 2, warrior 1, warrior 3, or when I get to the warrior 3, if you want to do a pyramid pose instead, that will be an option. You'll see. Let's start on the long side of the mat with our feet spread out. Roughly, the distance between your feet is the length of one of your legs, but you can adjust from there. Knees pointing toward the toes. So the feet are angled out about 45 degrees. If you need to adjust the width of your stance or adjust the angle of your feet to keep your knees pointing towards your toes, that's the most important thing. Coming to star pose, inhale, reaching out through fingertips. Exhale, coming into goddess pose for moonflower flow. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open to the right side to warrior 2. So come into warrior 2. You're going to turn that right foot to point straight out to the side. You're going to turn that left foot to be parallel to the edge of the mat. I want to roughly line up my heel with my arch. I want to stack my knee over my ankle. If I look down at my foot, I just want to see my big toe there. If I don't see my big toe, my knee's probably too far in. If I see more than my big toe, it's probably too far out. So over the ankle means just see the big toe, typically. Reaching out through fingertips. Let's inhale back, star pose. Pivot those feet. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, pivot your feet to star pose. Exhale, warrior 2. For 3. For 2. And for 1. one. Exhale, inhale. So what I'm doing here is my front foot, I tend to pivot on the heel, and my back foot, I pivot on the ball of the foot. So when I'm in Warrior Two, I just pivot, bonk, bonk, to come back to my start pose. All right. In start pose, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. For 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale. Now we'll exhale, open to the left side for Warrior Two. As before, we want to stack the knee over the ankle. We want to try and levelize the pelvis here, lift the sternum, and slide the tailbone slightly under, reaching out through fingertips. Back foot parallel to the edge of the mat, front foot pointing straight out to the side. Let's inhale back to star, exhale to Warrior Two. Inhale to star, exhale Warrior Two. For 3, for 2, for 1. Coming back to star, inhale, exhale. Inhale, open right side Warrior Two. Now from here, inhale, you can sweep the arms up if we wish, or you can do prayer hands or cactus arms. But I'm going to sweep up and lift and exhale, pivoting into Warrior One. So now I've turned sideways. This front foot doesn't really have to move a whole lot. The front knee is still bent. The back foot swings around, so it's about a 45-degree angle. I can move that back foot as I need to find my Warrior One. Sink the hips, lift the sternum. I'm going to flow back and forth now. Inhale, lift, exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, lift, exhale, Warrior One. So I'm turning my hips. That's a big part of it here. Inhale, exhale. For 3, for 2, for 1. Let's inhale back to star pose. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, opening left side, Warrior Two. You can have all those same hand options, prayer, cactus extended. Inhale, exhale, come to Warrior One, left foot forward, knee over ankle, spine stacked, pelvis tucked under, lifting sternum. Inhale, exhale, back to Warrior Two. Inhale, exhale, Warrior One. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Back to Warrior Two, back to star. Inhale. Exhale, right side, Warrior Two. Inhale, exhale, right side, Warrior One. All right, here's your option. From Warrior One, you can straighten your front leg and come to a pyramid. Let's do long spine, flat back pyramid today. Or you can inhale and exhale, flowing into a Warrior Three variation. We'll rise back to Warrior One. So you can choose. You can start off trying one or the other. You can go back and forth between them. It's nice to practice Warrior Three, but you need to do it every time. So I'm going to inhale, exhale, Warrior Three, inhale, exhale, here's my pyramid, inhale, exhale, Warrior Three, inhale, exhale, pyramid if you like. Now one more. And this time I'm going to bring that back foot down into a lunge. Come to prayer hands if we like, or lunge. Inhale, exhale, come to side lunge, Skandasana. Now, it might be not too deep. It might be deeper, with the heel raised. Whatever Skandasana you want to do today is fine. We're going to walk back to center. and rise back up to star. Inhale. Exhale. You almost got it. Inhale. Exhale, left side, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, left side, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid or warrior three. Let's inhale and exhale back to warrior one. Inhale, exhale, warrior three, pyramid. Inhale, exhale, warrior one. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Step back to lunge. Come down to Skandasana. Walk it back to center. Bring it up. So we're going to actually come from our Skandasana and try to rise right up from there in our flow. So if that means you don't want to go quite as deep into it, that's a good idea. All right, let's put all that together. Moonflower, warrior two, warrior one, warrior three, or pyramid, Skandasana, back to start. Find your stance to start. Inhale, expand. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pyramid or warrior three. Inhale, float that back foot down. Exhale, coming into a lunge. Inhale, exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, rise all the way up to star. Make sure your feet are pointing out. Exhale. Goddess, inhale, lift. Exhale, left side, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, warrior one. Inhale, exhale, pyramid or warrior three. Inhale, exhale that foot down to lunge. Inhale, exhale, come to Skandasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left, right side, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, come to warrior one. Inhale, exhale, pyramid or warrior three. Inhale, exhale, lunge. Inhale, exhale, Skandasana, side lunge. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, moonflowers. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left side, warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior one. Square the hips. Inhale, exhale, pyramid or warrior three. Move forward. Inhale, exhale, stepping back to high lunge. Inhale, exhale, sinking to Skandasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. 1 more round. Exhale. Oh, I forgot. Exhale. Moonflowers. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, warrior one. Inhale, exhale, pyramid or warrior three. Inhale, exhale, high lunge. Inhale, exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior one to the side. Inhale, exhale, warrior three. Inhale, exhale to lunge. Inhale, exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to heart center. Shake it out. All right, there's a nice little flow, building some heat. Let's do some quick balance. Let's do our tree pose. Catch your breath, grab a drink of water if you need it. Ground into the right foot. Bring hands to heart center. Stack the spine, pack the shoulders. Let's take a moment to find a stationary spot to focus on. Let's think about drawing the abs in for Uddiyana Bandha. Let's think about drawing the pelvic floor up for Mula Bandha. So everything's active and engaged in the core. We can slide the left foot out like a kickstand, just touching the toe for stability. We bring the heel to the ankle for a narrow base of support for tree pose. We can slide the foot to the thigh, to the calf first, creating equal pressure as the leg pushes against the foot pushes against the leg. So as the hands press against each other. Or we can draw that foot up to the inner thigh above the knee. You can grow the tree if you like. Couple of breaths. Let's come back to heart center. Bring that knee forward. Bring the left hand to the left leg and foot up to the side. Bring it back to center. Crossing left ankle over right leg, creating a number 4. We can stay here. We can sink our hips back. Folding chest toward the shin. Oops, losing it. Use your gaze, use your Mula Bandha, use your Uddiyana Bandha. And rise up and shake it out. Grounding now into the left foot. Engaging core, engaging pelvic floor, focusing on our stationary spot. Option 1, kickstand it out to the side. Option 2, narrow base of support. Option 3, press foot against calf. Option 4, press foot against thigh. Press hand against hand. Option to grow the tree. Couple of breaths. Bring it back down. Release the foot. You can bring the right hand to the right leg. Open it up. Bring it back in. Crossing right ankle over left leg. Stay here. Or sink the hips back. Holding the chest forward. So standing pigeon stretch. We'll come back up. Shake it out. All right, we're going to get ready to go into our modified high intensity flow here. We've got 3 rounds. Each round has 8 cycles. In the first round, I'm going to use a heavier weight if I have one, but use whatever you've got. We're going to start doing, from a mountain pose, a nice tall spine. We're going to hinge the hips and fold forward, kind of a modified deadlift, holding the weight with both hands. Then we're going to step out to our wide stance for yoga squat, keeping chest lifted, knees point toward the toes. We'll lower and lift. That's our second set, our second round, second cycle. We're going to come to a long lunge, holding the weight in one hand, and a row on one side. And we'll switch and row on the other side. Repeat that whole series. That'll be our first cycle. So if you have a dumbbell, go ahead and grab it. I'm going to adjust the music. You're going to start in mountain pose. Just 2 feet hip width apart, spine stacked, shoulder blades sliding down the back. And think about hinging at the hips here. When you lift your leg, you find that crease. That's the hip crease. You're going to fold from there with a long spine. It's helpful to pull back against your weight as you do the exercise so you don't release your shoulders. If you release your shoulders, you're going to tend to release your whole back. Not the best idea. So keep the shoulders back and down. Hinge and lift. Get ready, go. Always work at your own pace for these. It might be faster or slower than the music, or than me, doesn't matter. Come all the way up and squeeze those glutes. It's good for for your posterior chain, getting your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. Keep that spine long. Step it out. Yoga squat. Pack your shoulders. Keep your chest lifted. Go. Gaze is forward. Not bending forward for this one. Keep your chest up. Take the weight in your right hand. Bring your right foot forward, your left foot back in a long lunge. Fold your chest to your thigh. Row. Pull right up to your side. Squeezing back your shoulder blade. Exhale, inhale. Lift and lower. Up and down. Keep that long spine. Move the weight to your left hand. Bring your left foot forward and your right foot back. Hold your chest to your thigh. And row. Go. Almost. All right. That's for our lats, by the way, our back muscles. Back to our deadlift mountain pose. Back the shoulders. Go. Come all the way up. Nice and tall. Teach your body good posture with each rep. Wide stance, yoga squat. Go. All right. Weight in the right hand, right foot forward, left foot back, hold your chest to your thigh. Go. Lift and lower. Squeeze back the shoulder blade. Final round. Weight in the left hand, left foot forward, right foot back. Hold to your thigh. Go. Recover. All right, we go a little bit lighter if you have something lighter. 2 weights for our second block. We're going to start in Warrior 1. Right foot forward for side raise. Pyramid prep, front raise. Pyramid flat back, reverse fly. And then a chair pose for arm curls. Then we'll switch sides and repeat all of that. If your weights are too heavy to do side raise, do overhead press instead. If they're too heavy for fly, do rear delt row instead. Starting in Warrior 1 stance. Right foot forward, shoulders tacked back and down, lifting straight out to the sides. Looking at our deltoids. Go. Lift and lower. be able to shorten your stance, bring your feet parallel for front raise. Pack the shoulders, keep the shoulders back and down. Lift straight up. Resist the temptation to slide your shoulders forward. Keep your shoulders back. Work at your own pace. Long spine, fold into pyramid, or side reverse fly or rear delt row. Go. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together, keep your spine long. Parallel feet, sink back into chair pose, keep your elbows tucked to your thighs. And curl. Go. Working biceps. Warrior 2, left foot forward. Here's your other option, overhead press. Go. Lift it lower. Almost there. Shorten your stance, pyramid prep, front raise. Roll those shoulders back and down, keep them back and down. Go. Folding forward to pyramid, side raise, or rear delt fly, or rear delt row, your choice. Go. Again, squeezing shoulder blades together. Lift the sternum, lengthen the spine. Try to not round over. Final round. Back to chair pose. Elbows at the side. Bicep curls. Go. All right. Recover. Our third block, we're going to use 2 weights again. Now, a couple of options. First cycle can be chaturangas, kneeling or not, or it can be legs up the wall, chest press. Second cycle is bridge and fly. Third cycle is triceps. Fourth is crisscross. And repeat. So first cycle, legs up the wall, chest press, or chaturangas, your choice. Set yourself up. Both of these for chest and triceps. Go. Bend and extend, lower and lift, inhale, exhale. Doing chaturangas, elbows stay fairly close to your sides. On your back, chest flies. Weights up, palms facing in, and bridge.
Go.
Work at your own pace. It's a long lever. You may have to slow it down a bit. All right, dead bug variation. Tabletop knees, weights up. We're going to bend at the elbow like this.
Go.
Bend and extend. Triceps. Lower and lift. Inhale, exhale. Core is active. Draw navel to spine. Weights down. Bring the knees in. Support the head. Twist your right shoulder towards your left knee. Extend your left right leg out. Higher is easier. Lower is harder. And switch.
Go.
Crisscross. Back to chaturangas, or legs up the wall with chest press.
Go.
Bend, extend, lower and lift. Inhale, exhale, keep it going. Work at your own pace. Plant your feet close to your back side for bridge. Ground your shoulder blades, weights up, palms facing in. Add a fly.
Go.
Working those pecs, the chest muscle. Dead bug, tabletop knees, weights up for triceps, bending at the elbows. Draw the abs in.
Go.
Really straighten those arms each time. Weights down.
Final round.
Draw the knees in, twist the left shoulder toward the right knee, extend the left leg out. Higher is easier, lower is harder. And we'll switch. Almost.
Recover.
Hug the thighs in. Roll the legs in a circle 3 times one direction. Reverse, go 3 times the other direction. Plant the feet as wide as your mat, wider than your hips. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Roll to one side. We'll press ourselves up. Let's come to a kneeling pose. You can sit back on your heels, or you can just sit up on your knees, whatever feels better to you. Grab a blanket if you want to. Let's imagine we have a beach ball behind our backs. We're going to reach back and squeeze that beach ball and expand the chest with our breath. This chest expansion will help stretch out our pecs. Release it. Let's do cow face pose to stretch our triceps. Big shoulder roll. Sweeping right arm up. Now if you have a strap here, you can put it over your right shoulder if you like. Bring that right hand down to pat yourself on the back. Left arm comes out to the side. You're going to flip the thumb down and then slide that hand around your waist as far as you can. And reach up to grab your fingertips. If you can't grab your fingertips, use your strap. If you don't have a strap and can't grab your fingertips, just bring your left hand to grab your right elbow and pull back. Get that stretch here in the triceps. Breathe. Shake it out. Big shoulder roll. Left arm up. Pat the back. Right arm out to the side. Turn the thumb down. Slide that hand as far around your waist as you can. Then reach up to grab your fingertips, or grab a strap if you need to, or grab your elbow if you don't have a strap. Lift the sternum, stack the spine. Feel the stretch in your triceps. Relax. Let's step the right foot forward. You can slide the left foot back. The left toes are uncurled so the toenails are pressed against the mat. We can put our hands on our thigh here and shift the weight forward. Hips are somewhat square, sinking into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. You can come to heart center, cactus arms, or big shoulder roll and extend the arms up. Breathe. Try to feel openness here in your right hip, your left hip and your left thigh, your back leg, hip, and thigh. Let's press back. We'll flex that front foot. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, folding forward. Nice long spine. Pressing chest down toward the thigh. Feeling a hamstring stretch. Not forcing it, but melting into it. Sliding back forward, Anjaneyasana. We can walk our hands back up to the thigh. Lift up. Roll the shoulders. Choose a hand option. Sink and breathe. Press back into Hanumanasana, long spine, leg is straight, hinging forward. If you have blocks, put your hands on here. That's a nice option. Fingertips are good, wherever you can fold to. Let's walk forward. Let's bring the hands inside that front foot. Coming into a lizard pose, we can lower the chest down, the long spine. If you want to come down to your forearms or come down onto blocks or a cushion, you can do that as well. You can also let your outside knee, your right knee here, tip out to the side and roll into the edge of your foot. Breathe into it. Back onto our hands. We can bring that right foot back, stepping the left foot forward. We may want to slide that right knee back a little bit till we find that nice openness in the right hip and quads. We can walk our hands to the thigh, roll the shoulders, choose your hand option. Let your hips sink forward and down. Opening up your right side, hip and quads. Breathe and sink. Press back, flex the front foot, lengthen the spine as we inhale, fold the chest to the thigh as we exhale. Again, hands can be on the floor, on fingertips, on blocks, on cushions, on books. Just want to be sure you can control how strong the stretch is. Sliding back forward, walking hands to thigh, coming up into Anjaneyasana, rolling the shoulders, choosing our arm position. Sinking back to Hanumanasana, flexing that front foot, inhaling the spine long, holding the chest toward the thigh. Walking hands forward, bringing hands inside the foot. Long spine, lowering ourselves down, perhaps to the forearms, perhaps to a block or cushion. Option to drop the knee out to the side and roll it to the edge of the foot if you like. Lizard pose. come back onto our hands. We're going to slide that left foot back, bring our toes together, open our knees, sink back into a child's pose. Releasing the back. Let's spread our hands as wide as the mat. We'll float the right hand over on top of the left hand. Inhale and exhale, sinking that right hip down, opening the right side body. Floating that right hand back to the right side of the mat. And then floating the left hand over on top of the right hand. Inhaling and exhaling to sink that left hip down, that left heel, and opening the left side body. Floating the left hand back to the left side of the mat. We're going to rise up and shift forward, coming onto our elbows, elbows under shoulders, melting our hips into the floor, relaxing midsection, relaxing abs and lower back, pressing down into the elbows, lifting up the chest, Sphinx pose, stretching abdominals. Relax. Roll over onto our backs now. Draw the knees in. Each hand grabs the knee. We'll stir like egg beaters. One direction. Reversing direction. Now releasing the right leg out and down. Bringing the left hand to the right thigh. And the right hand to the left thigh. Sorry, reversing it. Right hand, left thigh. Left arm out to the side. Shoulder blades rounded. Pull that left leg over to the right side of the body, rolling onto the right hip. We'll turn the head to the left. Just relax and melt into a gentle spinal twist. Relaxing back to center, we can hug both knees in, and rock, releasing the left leg out and down, the left hand to the right thigh, the right arm out to the side, left hand pulls right leg over, rolling onto the left hip, head turns to the right, breathe and melt into spinal twist. Coming back to center, draw the knees in, and then we'll sweep our arms in between the knees and grab the arches of our feet. Draw the soles of our feet down, and then let them face the ceiling. Draw knees down toward the floor, ankles over knees. Try to bring the whole spine down onto the floor. Roll from side to side. We'll come to stillness. Let's release those legs out and down, moving into Shavasana. Arms can float down to the floor, palms are facing up, eyes can softly close. Let's adjust our hips, our shoulder blades, and our heads to find comfortable length throughout the spine and neck. Let's scan the body for any signs of tension. Try to breathe that out. Relax whatever needs to be relaxed. And just feel the weight of your body. Your whole body is heavy, sinking into the floor or mat. Feel those points of contact with the floor. So you feel very grounded and very supported. So you feel there's no effort necessary because you are supported. Everything can relax and melt and sink. We come back to our breath, just observing the inhales and the exhales. If we have any thoughts that pass through, we just acknowledge them and let them go. They'll come back later, it's fine. And follow that breath deeper into Shavasana. Deepening our breath. We can wiggle our fingers and toes. We can circle our wrists and ankles one direction, reverse direction. Taking a full body stretch, we can reach our arms over our heads, reach out through our fingertips, point down through our toes. Inhale, lift the rib cage, expand the body. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lift the rib cage, lengthen the body. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, relax. Bending our knees, sliding our feet in. We can plant our feet with our knees bending. Just roll to one side. Staying here for a breath or two on our sides. And then with as much ease as possible, pressing ourselves up to a comfortable seat. Bringing hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing this practice today. Namaste.